Okay, terrible bets for UFC Vegas, Mexico, UFC Noches or something. I don't know what they're calling this event, honestly. It's like it's weird. It's not like a numbered UFC Vegas event, although it is at the Apex in Vegas, but it's more or less a Mexican event. It's a bit of a weird one. Either way, I put some terrible bets down, and they really are terrible because you're not even getting good odds on a lot of them. I've had to push my main one to a 5-way, and you're still only getting like a couple of hundred. That's not ideal. It's just not, is it? Anyway, I'll crack on. So I've got a 5-way accumulator to start off with, which is I've got Edgar Chairez. Edgar Chairez to beat Daniel Lacerda by decision. I think that's relatively likely, and I actually don't mind the odds on that one. You're getting +7s, which is 6-1 in English. That's not a bad bet, honestly. I've had a single on that as well because I do think I think that Chairez is probably going to win. And you're looking at flyweights there. They're 125 pounds. The finish rates are not high. So having 6-1 on a decision for a guy at flyweight who I believe is going to win, you're getting some good value there. Do you know what I mean? Watch him get the finish in the first round. Now that I've said that, I'm just saying overall, the lighter weight classes, your flyweights, 125 pounders, don't have the highest finish rate. Roman Kopylov to win by knockout. That's more or less a lock. That's my lock of the week. Kopylov, owner of the best head kick knockout of this year, in my opinion, over Alfonso Ribeiro. I think that's the guy from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, isn't it? I'm getting him confused again. I always get him confused. It's a weird one. Either way, it's an excellent knockout. Go back and watch. Just type in Roman Kopylov head kick knockout on YouTube, and you'll find it. Lupita Godinez to win by decision. I think that's a relatively safe bet, honestly. Lupita Godinez, I think should win this one. Again, it's the lighter ladies weight class, and they don't have the highest finish rate. And Lupita Godinez doesn't have a very high finish rate at all, but she does have a good work rate. She's very aggressive, and she usually does get the decision. So I like that one. Daniel Zellhuber, not German, Mexican. So I'm probably not saying that correctly but I look at the spelling, and I'm like that. It's Zellhuber. It sounds very German, very, very efficient. And he is very efficient. He's very good. He's all arms and legs. Is this lad? He's all arms and legs. He's very arm and leggy. So I like him. I like him to win by knockout, TKO, over Giagos. Giagos has got a record of 20 and 10. He's lost to some good people, but they're still losses. And I think that Daniel Suhuba actually is going to be somebody we're going to be talking about in a few years' time. So I like the knockout there. Jack Della Maddalena to get the TKO knockout over Kevin Holland. I do like that one, despite the reach advantage. I think Holland's got like an 8-inch reach advantage in that one. So don't sleep on. If you're looking for Holland is an underdog in that one. Normally I love an underdog, but I'm such a big fan of JDM that I just have to go with who I feel is going to win. You're not getting brilliant value on it because it is likely. I think for me, it's the body shots that are going to negate the reach of Holland there. So I think we're going to see Jack Della Maddalena rip to the body and get a TKO in that one. But look, don't be so. If you're looking for an underdog, you know what? Kevin Holland might be your guy. Because he's going to have an 8-inch reach advantage. He's tremendous on the ground. We saw Jack Della Maddalena struggle on the ground a little bit. You know what? The more I'm talking about this, the more I'm talking myself into this. I haven't actually looked at this previously, but I'm going to say, what are the odds on Kevin Holland by submission in this one? Oh, you're getting 6-1 on that. You know what? I'm adding that to my bet slip. I'm having a go on that. I'm putting £3 on that. Because we saw Jack Della Maddalena kind of struggle with a grappler in his last fight. 6-1 on a Holland submission when we know how good he is on the ground. Look, that was some live, actual talking myself into that bet there. I'll take that. So yeah, side bet, Kevin Holland by submission. But my main bet that's going on the accumulator is Della Maddalena by knockout. So you're putting all 5 of those on there. 262-1. That is terrible because that's not even good odds. For a 5-way method prediction accumulator, that is awful. There's not even any value in that. So that's the epitome of what a terrible bet is. And then we have got my MMA scratch card, and it's a really bad one this week. Again, this card is not throwing up very much in the way of value, honestly. So anyway, This is a scratch card. I'll pick every single fight up and down the card, win, loss, and it's just a fun way of watching the fights. It's like scratching off a lotto thing, except you get to see people punch each other in the face on the way. So, taking Josephine Knutson to beat Manic Man, Charlie Campbell to beat Alex Reyes. Alex Reyes hasn't fought since 2017. I'm assuming there's a reason for that. And Jasmine Judovicius to beat Tracy Cortez. Edgar Chavez to beat Daniel Lasada. I'm taking Roman Kopylov to beat Josh Fremd. Lupita Godinez to take out Ellis Reed. Fernando Padilla to take out Carl Nelson. I think that's a relatively safe one. Terrence Mitchell, I think, is going to get the upside of a Raul Rosas Jr. I think that's actually another tough night at the office for Raul Rosas Jr. I could be wrong, but I mean, because the odds, that's a really good one. You're getting 4.5 to 1 just on the win for Terrence Mitchell there. I just think he's going to be bigger and stronger. He's going to be tough to deal with. Jack Della Maddalena to take out Kevin Holland, and I'm taking Valentina Shevchenko to get a title back against Alexa Grasso. You put all those together, and it's like 177 to 1. That's awful. That is sad. That's a really sad scratch. Normally you want a couple of thousand to 1, don't you? Do you know what I mean? What is that? That's an 11-fold accumulator, for God's sake. You're giving me 177 to 1 on an 11-fold accumulator. 11 things have to happen. Come on, Skybet. Give me better odds than that. That is terrible. And on that terrible note, that's all the bets that I've got on for this week. Look, it's an okay card. It's okay. If you want to see some hot prospects come like from Mexico, then it's a fun card to watch. I don't know, the main event's interesting. The co-main event's interesting. It'll do until Fiziev fights, I think, in a week or so. So we'll see how these bets pan out next week. Until then, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.